What have I told you? I should have restarted my Wi-Fi channels before I even attempted to start the stream itself. Basically, we had a very sharp drop in the frames, and I casually just restarted my Wi-Fi channels. We have here two of them, and that should have simply put made me go offline momentarily and then come back here to continue on the stream. But looks like my stream said no, and it simply decided it's time to finish instantly and make a failure out of the 10th part. So, let's get moving. I didn't do anything at all. Let's just get moving again. Resume.
Do you think that it all happened in a matter of mere hours?
Let's go.
Terrible.
Hopefully this time we will not be facing any loss of friends because we need to finish the game now. We are...
My chest hurts. Sister, look! That statue. It encased a crystal that looks just like ours.
Does it look like ours? Or is it actually the same?
It would make sense, I think.
Did the game continue with the rendering? It's okay.
The crystal in your chest binds our souls.
True?
The dead and the living. Coexisting in one mortal body.
True?
So the tear is doing the same, only at much larger scale.
Yeah.
It is blending our world with the essence of chaos after all.
Give it some time to render. It's okay.
And it opened here, through this massive crystal. The relic.
The statue must have kept it hidden. And dormant somehow.
But Jugal knew. And he sacrificed the whole city to ignite it.
True?
He will pay for this.
We need to find Donovan and Hannah first.
Yeah.
They must be near.
Then let's look for them.
Are you well? We shouldn't give chase if...
It's only pain. This is more important.
Where's Donovan? And Hannah? Can't see anything here. Am I really supposed... Hold it. Echo. Echo. What is going on here?
What happened to me?
We just defeated you.
I felt a great power coursing through me. It burned me, purified my body and soul, shaped me anew. And that burden over my soul, that stain, it has disappeared. Damien, he's no longer there. I am whole. I am finally free.
Or maybe we are free, my sweet Armina.
Whose idea was to place you between her chest? Exactly.
The two of us, closer than
And
So
you?
Donovan brought them here and did this to them.
It was not his doing. It was Dougal's. They were all betrayed by him. And I can only feel pity now. For all of them.
Dougal wanted to sacrifice us all.
They're invulnerable!
Invulnerable.
Let go, fiend! Damn it! We need to break free, or they will turn us too! Hold on, brother! We will not fall to their dark power! The three will protect us from this heresy!
Yeah.
Why do you resist? This is for your own good. We're not human, no matter what we pretend.
Who needs to be human?
We're something else completely, and we should be together. No one will tell us what to do. No one will hurt us again. Father, what is it? You're resisting too. But why? How can you? We're here because of you, don't you remember? There's no turning back now!
He fought it from the very beginning. It must have been excruciating.
To think that we had no idea when we first met him here in Ilden. If only Armina had not taken him away from us.
He managed to guide us here anyway. And if anyone can put an end to this now, it's you and I, Lute.
Layden!
The Solstice of Souls. So this is what it looks like.
Why are you here?
Later.
I knew you couldn't be far behind.
I must say, I'm eager to get back to a more reliable reality.
Be careful.
One with clearer concepts of up and down, at least. But I had to witness this with my own eyes.
It seems we found your relic.
One big crystal.
A vestige from the first Solstice of Souls. Dougal devised how to awaken it, setting things in motion again.
But he needed a spark to light the fire, didn't he?
Exactly. So he planned for Donovan to transcend here in Ilden.
Everyone is a traitor.
He knew that the transcending would find its way to the relic eventually.
So how bad is this?
Very?
Bad to the point that it is irreversible. And worse to the point that Ilden is but one of the 3 sacred cities.
Oh boy.
If this crystal is what the canticle was referring to, there must be 2 more crystals in the rod, and even in rain.
That's my point exactly, but I wanted Lute to speak it out.
The City of Light falls, and with it the Torchbearer.
And then the next, and then the next.
So the Shaper and the Judge are in danger too.
We must seal the tear here and defend the other relics.
Who is we?
I I fear that we won't be able to protect both.
Focus on the task at hand now. Only afterwards we will...
While the mortal body must perish, that which is immortal is bound to be reborn. Dougal must be stopped. He wants to create a new world, but he will only destroy the one we have.
Sir Donovan!
We're here to help, if you let us.
Please hold on. There must be a way.
It's too late now. My Hannah and I, we are doomed. I did my best to lead you here. It was all I could do in spite of all my strength and pride. I have always been but a broken tool in the hands of the Grand Master of the Ashen Blade. He even used me to perpetrate the lie about your birth. I am sorry.
Donovan, it does not matter now. You must.
It's crystal. It's falling apart.
I am sorry. I can't hold any longer. But you are ready. We are beyond redemption. I hope you can still give us oblivion. Then your true mission will begin.
I'm glad at least Leighton was able to escape. He didn't deserve to die right there. Let me quickly check on OBS. It is recording. Very good, very good. Very good. So as I told you before, a very typical setup for not only a sequel, but also the story itself is very much cliched by now. And let's just finish the game, please. Don't care anymore, just let me finish the game, please. Simplicity edit combo, X, square, wait a minute, X, hold it. Okay, triangle, up, square, square. Let's see. Initiate, Hannah. Hannah now dominates Donovan's wrapped mind and body. She will stop at nothing to bring forth her revenge. Her revenge upon her father and upon the whole world, I take it. Okay, nothing else? Good. Briar's skills are full. Skills are full. Hopefully this setup will be the best one at the moment. Let's play and finish the game. Hi.
She took over it. Donovan's gone.
No. We can only avenge him now.
And we shall.
Escape. Oopsie. I understand why you're angry. I get it.
Blasted beams.
Jaden can't get up.
And honestly, I stand with Hannah. The Order had no right to do this for them.
No! I'm supposed to recover!
But again, you don't need to release all your rage at us. What did we do?
All the power we can harness.
Billy! You don't want to be judged, then don't do anything that deserves to be judged.
If only Donovan could help us.
Okay.
Let's not waste this chance.
Faster! Hey!
And now this. I'll mean it the same as you faced her.
Because it won't transform. I must transform.
Escape? I need unity. Faster! Give me rampage! Rapture! Finally. This also means that in the end we'll have to take on Donovan's on Crystal, I take it.
You heard Donovan's last words.
Your father was deceived. We all were. That makes him no less guilty.
What do you
Bad,
hope to
bad, bad.
achieve with your petty revenge? The only right thing to do is to end it.
I stand with Hannah, honestly. But this is not how you should take revenge. I can't at least not against yourself. What did I do to you? What did I do to you to unleash rage on me?
This really inevitable.
You heard Donovan's last words. There's only one way to fix this. We must put her down. I've been waiting for this.
Star, one more round, please. Quickly, please. Oh boy.
She has to do this.
Chaos be damned. She's completely insane.
We must stop her sister. At all costs.
He's now using her head as a sword. None of my business. Daughter and fathers, the things are not my business.
Do not expect her to relent.
Oopsie. Oopsie. He's strong, he's even strong. Ow. Do now.
Before she recovers.
Star. Oopsie.
Calm back down now, sister.
I don't mean to.
Oh, that's when I do something stupid with this here. Location Kardan, don't forget that you're amazing. Thank you very much and welcome to the live stream, Location Kardan. Sorry, I had to pause the game either way because I am having a runny nose case, as per usual. Okay, let's finish this. I stand honestly with Hannah. Their world is neither ideal nor is it sane. But why are you trying to kill me? I'm just doing my job. I didn't insult you or your father. I'm not the reason why you ended up being a chimera.
Fight back! Fight back!
You can't hear us any longer.
Donovan almost saved us. We need to save him now. We're just paying our debt, that's it. Oopsie, oopsie daisy. Oopsie. I better not keep on that catchphrase. Oopsie. It's okay, Rotation Caradan. Thanks, bro. Oh, okay, sorry about that. It's okay. It's fine. Having a day without the symptoms of common cold for me is really strange.
I've been waiting for this.
Come on. Faster. What's there? Okay, run away.
Surprises she has in store for us.
What do you have right now for us at third form? I'm waiting for him, honestly, to use the Enforcer form. Since he does love his hammer. This is bad. I may end up having to use our invincibility.
The more we fight, the more twisted she becomes.
Okay. Recovery, more recovery. Again with the beams. By the way, Donovan is right now using the attacks of both previous bosses.
She's vulnerable.
Now,
Before she recovers.
what's there? You will not deprive me from this game. What's there?
To you?
I'm just working on a video while coming here for a moment. glad to have you here. Feel free to stay as long as you want. See.
You will have it.
Synergy attacks are now available. But I don't want them, I want Rampage mode. Done. Okay.
Use that fury to fight back then.
Fill my unity gauge quickly, please.
Let's not waste this chance.
Why do you keep depriving me from Rampage? More. And an easy fight. There.
Be damned. What is it now?
She's imbuing herself with the full power of chaos.
Can they even sustain an energy of this magnitude?
Do not stop running.
We must resist. Now you've pissed me off.
Okay, one more only. 2 revives. I'm not intending to use everything I have on Donovan. We need to destroy me quickly. Or rather, Hannah, I'm not Donovan even. Oh! I didn't see him charging the beam. I'm being a coward for using ranged weapons because going CQC is an instant death. I think so. Faster.
Let's not waste this chance.
On. Faster. Wow. The Shadeless was strong already in the life. Now as a Transcendent is much stronger. See? Mustan, come on. Okay, the Vantar has no more lines into it. If I must, I would use the Harmony Incense. If I must. I wouldn't mind using it by now. If we don't get ourselves the Rampage mode, I think we'll not be able to survive this fight much longer. He's strong. I'll give him that much.
Use that fury to fight back then.
Run away. Do I really have to use my temporary invincibility? I know I'm starting right now to repeat myself, but I am just thinking aloud because I am anxious. Will he have another final form? Is another question. Almost done. Oh no.
I don't mean to.
Almost there. Come on now, almost there.
She's vulnerable.
No! I'm supposed to recover!
Come on, faster. Almost done, come on. Oh boy, this fight. It's now or never. No. If I don't make it now, she will go into berserk mode. Furor. Can't be serious. She's still holding on. Are you serious?
Could I ever do the same to you?
That's what she wants you to think. But you are nothing like her.
Is this a joke? Incense of invincibility.
Sister, let our guard down.
Faster. Otherwise we're done for. Literally we're done for. Kill him now. Otherwise we will enter the berserk. With the skin of my teeth. Barely.
The relic.
What is she trying to do?
It's not over, Father. If you really want to make up for your mistakes,
No! You two stay away from it!
destroy this world. Destroy this world for me.
We're not done yet. Game, we're not done yet. Is this a joke? Oh boy. Now we need to find Hannah herself. Is that it? At first, I thought the same, Rodan. I thought it was fun. I thought it was interesting. The more I played it, the more I woke up to the fact that it is, in fact, repetitive.
It happened again? I don't understand. Donovan swallowed the crystal, not Briar. It is not her mind that I am sinking into.
Where am I? It feels like I'm suffocating. Lute, can you hear me? What's going on?
You're with me? Here. Then this can only mean one thing. Be at ease, sister. We may learn something here.
This is new.
This is what I saw when you had your nightmares.
So this is what remains of Donovan's mind. But how could we both get pulled in?
I think it's the relic. Its power binds us all. Whatever certainties we had, we can leave them behind now.
This is going to be really interesting, since it's the first time for us to ever explore someone else's memories than Briar. This is quite interesting. Oh boy. If this will end the same way I think Briar's ended, Oh, I already feel the blood flow leaving my face. Oh boy! No. Invisible. Calm down, stay focused, and finish. So I believe this is Hannah, and that is Donovan.
My dear Hannah, I failed you. Everything I did to keep you safe. But I could not protect you from this.
Dad.
Hannah,
Father, it is not your fault. You have to let me go.
I can't.
I will always watch over you. Mother and I, we will keep you safe.
Is that Dougal? I think so.
Grandmaster Dougal.
So this is why he turned him into a chimera, I think.
I left the garrison without your leave. I am deeply sorry, Your Grace.
Your departure was more than justified. You do not need to apologize. My regard for you goes beyond your role as captain of the guard.
My daughter, Hannah. It won't be long before... I don't know what to do, Your Grace.
This is how he turned him into chimera, I think.
The wisdom of the Keepers is beyond our grasp, Sir Donovan. And what looks most obvious to us may not be part of their design.
Help me understand it then, so that I can finally bid her farewell.
Donovan was ready to give up on his daughter. But he only needed some time to grieve, that's it.
You could do more than just accept this fate. The bond you share with your daughter is strong.
Stronger than death itself.
Your souls are intertwined. With the blessing of the Shaper, we can give you both a new start.
Rather a new curse, Dougal.
As a chimera.
That filthy schemer. He manipulated him into turning himself and Hannah into a chimera.
He took advantage of his desperation.
Just as he did with us.
Dougal is a serious sociopath. Are we supposed to try now to save Donovan
What was that?
from Hannah?
Follow me. It's close.
Okay. Come on. Oh! The Shadeless when he still had a shade with him. Interesting sight. And that thing, I believe, is a boss we already fought before, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see what does he have to say here.
We made it. You made it, Hannah. I am proud of you, my dear.
Is this what they meant by loot being too much talkative?
Impressive work, Sir Donovan. I didn't think it possible such a short time after your rebirth.
Hannah doesn't seem like she's enjoying it.
Hurts, Father.
Don't you?
It hurts.
Oopsie. What does the Dougal think he's doing?
Now send her back.
Send her back to the crystal.
Your Grace, she's not well.
They killed a sick girl and joined her life with her own father's life with her sickness. How much more sick do you need to be in order to understand that you are a sick person?
Men, restrain them!
But the shade! It is unstable!
Restrain them!
No, Hannah! Don't!
And she killed them. Is this why you're just called the Shadeless? Because she goes berserk?
Hannah has always been in pain.
Just as she said when she awoke as a transcended.
Her suffering did not end when she died to become a shade. If Donovan had known, I wonder if Dougal was aware of the consequences.
I doubt it even mattered to him. Anyway, that's the reason why Donovan never summons Hannah.
That's why he became the Shadeless.
Enjoy your idle animations while you can, because we still need to run away.
We're nearly there.
I'd be blind without you.
Go. Oh! Let's see here. Pillars, I take it. Maybe. That's the Observer, Leighton? Yeah, that is Leighton. Pillars and Donovan is right here. Let's see the currency.
You're late.
The Torchbearer wanders paths unknown. But eventually, her light finds its way to us all.
Such words of wisdom. But I'm sure you did not summon me to show off your oratory skills. Listen, it's dangerous for me to talk with you.
Duh!
I can't see why. We're both valued and reliable members of the Ashen Blade.
You've been asking too many questions, Observer. Dougal is growing wary of you and your constant meddling. He told me to keep an eye on you. Do you understand what that means? So tell me what you're looking for and what you want from me.
I only wish that the Grand Master does not stray from his holy path.
He's corrupted beyond redemption, mind you.
But I have heard troubling things, and made even more troubling deductions.
I don't have time for this. What is it you think Dougal is up to?
The Soulstice of Souls.
Literally the name of the game, Soulstice.
Worlds colliding. The spawn of chaos crossing the veil on a rampage. Would that not trouble you? Old myths, idle gossip, disloyalty. These are the answers I got as I asked around. But judging from the look in your eyes, I believe your answer will be different.
I don't have one, Observer. But I know Dougal well enough. He is the reason I speak to you as an Ashen Knight. The cause of my daughter's never-ending suffering.
And yet you've been his loyal servant for many years now.
I took my oath to the Order, not to him. And Hannah.
I take it the Chimeras are ageless. Once they become the Ashen Knights, they are immortals. Unless they ascend.
The least I can do is to make sure that her sacrifice means something. But Dougal's ambition, it has always troubled me, I admit it. If what you suspect is true,
It is. And he knows I am prying into his secrets.
That's why everyone was sent here as troublemakers to destroy them all.
That's why he asked you to investigate me. So what do you know? And most importantly, what will you do?
suffice to say that you know more than I. I will talk with Dougal, and I will stop him if need be.
That's why you were sent here, my friend.
Judge is on our side. He must be.
Are you sure this is the best way to address the Grand Master?
I've never been one for subtlety. I wouldn't know any other way.
He still thought that he could overcome all challenges. With a true heart and a firm hand.
Righteous and uncompromising, or just foolish. Anyway, what happened next led to the massacre of Ilden.
There must be something else buried inside Donovan's mind.
Then we need to find it.
Do their models actually speak, or is it just some background noise that they keep on using? Also, Briar, how many times am I going to ask you, how do you keep that sword attached to your back? I don't see any belts or anything else. Maybe because she's a chimera? Who knows?
This way.
Okay.
Are you certain?
Oh. See. Okay. Here's Dougal and here's Donovan. I believe this is the throne room because of how throny it looks. I hope that this will be the last cutscene on us. Hi.
Sir Donovan, to what do I owe the pleasure of our visit?
Of your visit, not our visit.
And the request for such secrecy.
I wish to know more about the Soulstice of Souls. I didn't think you would want anyone else to hear our conversation.
Always so thoughtful.
I believe this will be your downfall, Donovan.
But you were not as discreet when you had your little chat with that Leighton. You mean to betray me. We both know this.
You plan to unleash this Soulstice of Souls. You are the one who betrays our very mission.
Oh boy, the cringe. The cringe. The plotline is very predictable. It is extremely predictable.
And how can you be so naive? This world is beyond saving.
Duh. It is beyond saving.
You can't deny that I'm right. Look at you. Look at your daughter. Shadeless.
Blasphemous madman! You did this to her!
You could have just killed her, but nope.
I did it because you would not accept your fate. Remember?
I've believed your lies for far too long.
Believe what you will. You have outlived your usefulness.
Cliche.
The Soulstice of Souls will bring a new start, whether you like it or not. Now, Cordelia, join us, if you please.
Who?
Cordelia the Reaper. I knew that Dougal wouldn't confront me alone.
Oh, the Reaper. So this is what Dougal uses when chimeras go berserk. Reapers to kill the Ashen Knights. Hi.
Surprise, surprise. It's been a long time, Shadeless.
Back to Duran already. I heard you weren't a mission up north.
Of course.
Unluckily for you, it was just an old chimera. One that would not accept that their time had come. But you and me here, it's going to be a different story, no?
You feed off the misery of your own kind. Like the vilest of scavengers.
Shut up, you bastard! You don't deserve a place in Dougal's new world. Come on, Shadeless! Summon her!
What for?
So you can have your sadistic pleasure. Never!
Enough, Cordelia. Your services as a Reaper are no longer needed today.
She almost killed him. Are Reapers that strong? Otherwise, why would they call them Reapers?
But why? This traitor deserves no mercy.
Your God spoke.
And he won't have it. Look closely. You chipped his crystal.
Yeah, it is ruined.
It won't be long before he transcends.
All the more reason to end him, Your Grace.
Yeah, that would be merciful, but Dougal wishes to be cruel, to be vile.
No, not yet. I have other plans for him. The Shadeless will do my bidding once again, for the last time.
As you wish, Your Grace.
Stop. You don't belong here. You have no right to his memories. Nothing matters anyway. You'll all be gone soon. Father died. You too. Your wretched order. This world and all its filth. There's just one last thing that I need to do. Father, I forgive you. You can rest now. I will relieve you of your burden. Do not resist. Do not oppose my will.
No! Don't! There is no justice. There is nothing to gain in all this death. No!
I will wield this power myself. This is the end.
Okay, game, I'll give you that one. Even I didn't see that coming. I'll have to be leaving real soon, but I'll catch up with the rest of this later. Take care, Rodan. Take care. Okay, game, you win this one. I wasn't expecting this at all. So the girl decided to decapitate her own father and take over his body. This, my jaw dropped. My jaw dropped. Initiate. 25. An end to everything. Donovan is no more. Hannah's blind rage now threatens to break the balance of either side of the veil. Okay, let me first buy some more healing items after you took from me everything I had. Oh boy, will we have a good chat about what I think of this game once we're done. Oh boy. This game leaves me no space to think or judge. We need now to destroy Hannah after Donovan is no more. Hannah went berserk completely. About time we finish this game. Render. As you wish.
Damn. That hurt. What she did is terrible.
It is. But do not let her cruelty unnerve you. We must stop her, no matter what.
This feeling. For the first time, it feels like my fate is in my own hands. And with these very hands, I will crush you.
You're crazy. You have brought forth your own destruction.
You're just like Father. You always think you know better. But I am no fool. Unlike him, I am aware of the consequences of my own actions. My new body won't be able to contain this power for long. But long enough to put an end to everything. Starting with you!
I already can see the red and blue crystals on her hands.
She knows she can't channel the power of
Hold it. The world, the void. Eerie and terrifying, the void offers a glimpse of what lies beyond the veil. Pure chaos is not something for human eyes to behold. Out of place and time, ever unstable and ravaged by ethereal storms, this is the negation of everything that we can feel familiar to our senses. Dougal thinks we can reshape the world by wielding this tremendous power, but his vision is foolish and delusional. This is merely a foretaste of what the Soulstice of Souls would bring upon humankind once again, and preventing it must be our sole cause and purpose. Show me quickly the characters. Harbinger. So this is their form. I know the graphics are not the best, but my laptop can only run this much. Transcended Harbinger. It finally happened among the ruins of the Cathedral of the Guiding Light. Hannah and Donovan showed their true selves as transcended once again. Nothing could contain their power this time. The spark of Donovan's consciousness burned out while Hannah's wrath burned as bright as ever. Is this the end? The battle is still raging, and I write all this down in haste, as these may very well be my last moments. This tale is no longer meant to be read by those who conspired to destroy our world. I hope that one day this manuscript can help shed a light on what transpired in Elden. By the way, the writer is obviously Leighton. Still have 3 characters? Wow! Story 1 more to go, and that's it.
It is too great then, even for a transcendent. We can't make the same mistake that Alina did. We can't wait for them to wither and die, or it will be our well.
Good work. Good work. See. Good.
We won't fall. Even if you told us
Done.
no one would believe it.
the crystal is exposed. It brings all evil together.
We must hit her with all we got.
Press that. Run away. So this is how the fight will go.
If we get out of this alive, he will have much to answer for.
Whoopsie. Ouch. Go. She's too strong.
Has anything this powerful ever walked the earth?
Jugal would be thrilled to see this.
Are you serious? Okay, if we keep moving like this, we will die inevitably. Go. Come on. Can do it.
Master's relic has made her even stronger.
She doesn't even realize what she's capable of.
Need- Are they really doing this just like... Okay, Devil May Cry or even Genshin Impact?
Doing exactly what Jugal wanted.
The bring forth the solstice of souls.
Hey,
But they were running out of time.
oopsie. Ow. Go! I'm not dying this easily. Hey. Stop.
You're too crazy to understand the damage you've done. There's only one way.
1, 2, 3, 4. Every time she uses a crazy attack, I need to escape. Wow. Okay.
Still stands. How do you know?
Good. Move it!
We fight for as always.
If you keep dying like this, we will die for real.
She's opening those portals.
1, 2, 3.
She's about to hurl it at us.
She's opening all her powers.
2, 3. Just keep jumping away. Wait for the right attack to parry, dodge, then. Pick them all. Okay. 2, 3. Good. Something to destroy her quickly.
We're more than told. Now focus.
Cancel them.
Does she really think she can stone us to death? I'll prove her wrong.
We made it. Good. One, 2, 3. Okay.
It's only going to get worse from here.
Well done. One, 2, 3. Run away. That attack is inevitable. Unavoidable. I think it's automatic. Good. Good. Well done.
Just as he did with ours.
Faster.
This alive. He will have much to answer for.
Well done.
Our chance, sister.
Quickly. I may have no choice but to use the rampage mode as quick as possible. Because this fight is not easy at all. It's okay. Oh no. What? I need to listen to their commentary. They're telling me when to jump. Faster.
I don't know what you can do this for. We'll learn it.
Well done.
As always.
Go. Stand. Go.
Still stands.
Cancel.
It doesn't matter and you know it. We fight on as always.
On real quickly. When she starts using that attack, it will be inevitable instantly. Cancel them on.
Then we shall use it to our advantage.
Are you serious? Go.
You're too crazed up. Now that you've done, there's only one way to end this. More enemies.
Not on my watch.
She's overtopping the crystal.
Go.
She's going to unleash the full power of the relic.
She's almost at her half.
As if we didn't have our hands full already.
Cancel them. Fighting this fight without game assist is impossible. Literally, it's impossible.
Has anything terrible ever walked the earth?
Go.
That bastard Jewel will be thrilled to see this.
Faster.
You're mine.
Watching us. If we fall, will be any other witness?
We won't fall. And even if he told our story, no one would believe him.
She's overtopping the crystal.
1, 2, 3, 4. Next time we break here, we'll have no choice but to use the unity complete rampage mode if you wish to kill quickly. Otherwise, we're done for.
Then we shall use it to our advantage.
The automatic game assist. Destroy her eyes. Good work. Come on, Brian, please. We need to wake up and destroy her quickly.
He did all he could to prepare
Cancel the bomb.
us. There's no way we can stop her attack. If she hits us now,
1,
we'll be done for.
2, 3. Done. I heard you loud and clear. If the crystal charge attacks you, you're done for it. Cancel. I think her patterns are now visible and understood. Brian, please! We're losing our time, our chance to fight. Go. Cancel the summon. 2, 4, done. Okay, next time she loses them, we'll have instantly to use the Essence of Harmony. I need Berserk mode right now. Rampage mode. Now. It's either now or never. Rampage mode, quickly. We need all the power we can get now. Faster. Führer. Wow. Ow, ow, ow. That was unexpected at all. She's breaking the mold this time. Now what?
We managed to absorb the crystals.
You want to absorb her own crystal? Are you insane? So we need not to just kill her, we need to absorb the crystal that she's using now. Are you insane?
Chimers. Even before we transcended ourselves, I know that we can make it. But I'll need your help.
Go. Destroy mold. Cancel them.
She looks strong. The one about to break.
Okay. For God's sake, come on, Brian. It's almost done. Come on now, please.
We have to win this battle.
It's done. And now. Spad. 1, 2, 3. Keep running. She's not done yet. She's not done yet.
He did all he could to prepare his loot. Now it's up to us.
Okay. Good work. Nice timing.
Thought we could create. Like the
Are you serious?
It didn't have to go this way.
I'm warning you. Now focus.
Ouch. Brother, please, for God's sake, come on. Don't resurrect now after all we have gone through. Ow.
Has anything this turtle ever walked the earth?
That bastard Jugal will be thrilled to see this.
Cancel all the summons.
It's chasing us!
I noticed.
Go. I already lost all of my healing items. I still have one invincibility item. I hope I don't have to use it.
I don't know what you can do this for.
Cancel all the summons.
We'll learn as we go, as always. Does she really think she can stone us to death? I'll prove her wrong.
Flyer, for God's sake, come on. Flyer,
Now you've pissed me off.
we're about to enter your berserk mode, Flyer.
She's opening those portals.
Cancel them. Ow.
Blaster relic has made her even stronger.
She doesn't even realize she's capable of it.
Okay.
You're mine.
Still gone now.
How are you holding up to this?
Done. Truth be told, that was very hard.
It's finally happening.
If the crystal explodes, Terra will extend far beyond the harbor. And Jugal will have what he wants.
We have already made our decision. We must absorb the crystal. We'll be dead anyway if we don't. Damn!
You can't stop me! My death will be my victory!
Loot! We can't break her hold! We must shatter the crystal. Now!
Keep us watch over us.
You blasted fool! Just an act. It changes nothing. We're all going to die here and now. One day, you'll understand. This world cannot be saved. We cannot be saved. The end is our only way out. You are just setting us free.
Honestly, their transcended form is not half bad. It doesn't look as disgusting as the others. Looks more like something I would see from Steven Universe. Four eyes, very big sword, even she has wings. Would they allow me to play as that transcended form?
Judge, forgive me. What happened? My head hurts and spins in equal measure. Briar, Lute, is it you? It happened again.
Yes. But do not worry for us, Nathan. Not for now, at least. How do you feel? Do you remember?
The last thing I recall was Donovan making his way to the relic. Poor soul. I can't but feel pity for him, and even for his daughter. Anyway, then came a blast, and I blacked out. I suppose that's when you...
Transcended? Yes. Eventually. Once Hera gave in to the destruction within her, we had no other choice.
Between death and transcendence, a chimera chooses death. Those sounded like wise words. At the time, it looks like I was the fool. But the dare is no more. How did you seal it?
We didn't exactly seal it. We drained the relic of its power.
So that now, that power lies within you.
This fool. Our corrupted blood must be helping us contain it. We do not know exactly how, for how long, or what would happen should we turn back to our previous selves.
The situation is dire, and the danger is great. Yet again, what you did, I can't but thank the Keepers for. No, I have to thank you for it.
So what do you propose? What course of action should we take now?
Hide. Survive. Try to adapt to this new condition of yours. While you draw breath, there is still hope for this world, and for Dougal's plan to be thwarted. The two things are strictly related. As for me, I will send word to Rhyme. I will set up my stage once more. They shall be surprised to see that I still stand. Or simply disappointed.
Won't it be dangerous for you?
They would come for me anyway. I'd rather be their first target instead of you. I can buy you some time. If things go my way, I may even be able to help you. But I can't make any promises.
At least promise that you'll be careful.
I will.
We'll do the same. Farewell, Nathan.
May the Keepers watch over you, my friends.
This literally is Claymore. This literally is Claymore, the anime and the manga both. Also, for first time for a kind and friendly transcendent. That was different and cute. Also, finally, the sisters are one together. How many times have I told you throughout the entire game that their relationship was more than sisters? Now they are literally one and the same. Quite literally. And they can help each other contain the entire power of the relic and of their own transcendence. Which also means that the developers build this game as a prequel to the sequel. As in, most likely, they wanted here the story team, Fabio Paget and Samuel Pristo. I think this both wish to make it at least this to be a trilogy. You will have to go to the other sacred series to take from them the two relics also, and then transcend yourself as the combination of all the three gods or the founders, and then defeat Dougal himself and conquer chaos. I think that's how the story will go. Because the story itself, its line is extremely cliche, it's not even a joke. So, what are my thoughts about this game? The game began at first. You are literally fighting for... Oh boy, where do I even start here? Before anything at all arrived Chaos. Chaos supposedly created everything literally. Then the three occupiers, the invaders, arrived, who stole from Chaos his own power and created their own cities. But since Chaos is the one that gave the life its death and meaning, they stole its power and created mankind itself from it. So basically, mankind from the start is in nature evil, cruel, and vile. In order for them to defeat the veil that separates both Chaos and mankind's stolen reality, they created the abomination that is the Chimera. Let's see here. Brian Lute, Stephanie Justil, Cordelia, Armina and Mother, Andy Gibson, Hannah Lindsay Shepard, Donovan, Danielle Pierce, Lord Dougal and Damien, Jay Preston, Jared and Jaden, Maximilian Reid, Leighton, Sheen Divari, Stephen Johnson is presented by Mickey McTorry. Additional writing. So, this plot twist is very much by now overused trend. You fight for the good as if, and you defeat abominations as if. Your very own organization lost its way and now wishes to own the world. You have been playing all this time with the evil side, not the righteous side. You have a stolen past, an amnesiac main character, Trent. You were killed both, not by the hands of the enemies, but by the hands of the very organization that enslaved you. This is literally Claymore's own plotline. I can't believe my eyes. You meet others and you kill them because they went berserk. This storyline is literally Claymore's. You are taken by an organization that turns you into a monster in order to fight the monsters that they have created themselves by utilizing the power of the full chaos. Then you are sent to be disposed of alongside with other 3 or 4 troublemakers. you get to kill the 3 supernaturally gifted chimeras because they themselves transcended. You kill them all. One of them has a problem with family issues. One of them is carrying with her own enemy, and 2 brothers. This is a climber. This is a climber. This is a climber. Your weapon is a sword, a whip, 2 daggers, a bow, gauntlets, and cannon boxer gloves. You use your own healing. Then, little by little, you discover that the very person that's working with you is actually a double agent. And finally, once you realize that everyone was actually sent to this holy city in order to die, in order to let Google's own vision be true, destroy the world, and use the power of chaos to rebuild it anew in his own image and his own desires. This story is cliched beyond imagination. And also building up for a sequel where Layton most likely will be killed or will be in touch with the sisters. Now transcended, and they are the only sane of them. Building up for a sequel that most likely will not happen because that's always how these games happen. Why? I am literally what I played Climber. This is unreal. I'm talking, by the way, about an anime that, if I'm not mistaken, was released in 2006. Let me check quickly my DuckDuckGo browser here on my phone. Go to my anime list. My anime list, yes, and search for Climber. This entire story is literally Climber. Same setup, same conclusion, same everything. Claymore. Same weapons even. Yeah. The anime was released in 2007, spring 2007. The anime was very good, but was made by Madhouse Studio. The same studio that gave us Death Note, One Punch Man, Hunter x Hunter, No Game No Life, Death Parade, Overlord, Black Lagoon, what else? The Tomb, The Wolf with Children, etc. They copied literally the storyline from a Japanese studio that created a legend that sadly didn't end well, since the studio is well known for never making any sequels. Why am I talking about an anime while I just finished the game? Because the story of the game is literally the story of the anime, literally copy paste. Okay, so my final thoughts about this game. Okay, storyline, cliched. Did I like it? Sort of, 50-50. Gets then a point. Combat, did I like it? At first, the combat was good, was enjoyable. The introduction for the perfect dodge, the perfect counter is trash, not needed at all. The fact that you have to repeat the game non-stop through using chapter selection, just like Devil May Cry games, to grind for red tears and cobalt tears is trash design. GitHub links, okay? Is there anything after the credits? Just tell me, please, to give my final thoughts and my final rating. I better also edit the name for this part to be final part. Final part, not final fart. Reply Game Studios.
doing here? I thought I'd never see you again. The torchbearer led you back to me at a most convenient time. I have a very important message for you to deliver. There you go now. To Rhyme.
How unfortunate. I took it for a corrupted creature, and my instinct got the best of me. After all, who could roam these ruins, if not one that carries their taint? You must have a good reason to be here, alive.
Cordelia? Cordelia the Reaper. I'm sorry, milady, but the chimeras that came before you, they're no more. I'm afraid you're too late.
Or maybe I was right on time. What lies did you write in that letter? Where are they?
Don't be so reckless, my sweet Reaper. Once the torchbearer takes them, the dead can only tell us so much. I will have a friendly conversation with our devoted observer. While you give chase to Beriah and Loot.
They won't stand a chance, Your Grace.
Approach them with that attitude, and you'll face the judge in no time. It's not time yet. Follow them, learn what they're capable of. Then report back to me.
As Your Grace commands.
So, Leighton, I assume your letter was addressed to me. Speak then. What did you wish to tell the Grand Master of the Ashen Blade? You know that you were meant to die here with all the others. Did you expect that I would fall for any of your pretentious tales?
Let us speak the truth for once, then. They stopped you, Dougal. Admit it. The outcasts did what no one believed possible, including me.
Those peasants did exceed my expectations, yes. But all they have accomplished is just a small setback. A detour from a path that cannot be abandoned.
But why? What did you hope to accomplish here?
You would not understand, or anyone else in your sanctimonious triarchy. But you do not need to. It suffices that you recite your beloved canticle. The 3 cities still stand to this day, for the glory of the Keepers.
Are those Tears, Obedoran, and Rhyme? Dougal, you madman! What have you done?
The Soulstice of Souls is upon us.
Oh. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? What did I tell you? It's a trilogy. They want to make a trilogy. They want to make a trilogy, like it or not. Done. The game is over. So Cordelia came here. I expected, honestly, to see... I never expected to see Corvo. But again, you can't have everything. Correct? Character star out of 10. Brian Loot. Chimera. Let's read them. Each Chimera has a tale to tell. Brian and Loot, however, are nobodies. These 2 sisters lack education, training, and discipline. as inexperienced hothead and a shade that is far more lively than her ethereal kin. It is hard to explain why or how they joined the Order of the Ashen Blade in the first place. There are rumors that the corruption taints Briar's blood, but these two are too insignificant for anyone to bother with. Once assigned to me, I investigated further and discovered that the stories were true, as if I didn't already have enough problems on my hands. Briar unleashed the power of the corrupted blood. I am certain of it. This was not even the first time she had already done so, as she escaped the deadly grasp of the arrowhead. But then it was due to her survival instinct taking over, and she only lost control for mere seconds. Now she channeled that energy on purpose. It worries me to see Briar so at ease with her discovery. I can only hope that Newt manages to keep her grounded and focused on the mission. That was close, far too close. Briar found herself cornered by the Colossus, and regardless of her sister's plea, pushed herself to the limit, or even beyond it. Newt disappeared, and there was something dreadful about her, something truly inhuman. After Donovan's intervention, Briar was thrown into the water and ended up in the sewers. I assume she remained in that altered state for a while until she blacked out once more. Now she lies beside me, seemingly lost and determined. We already read all of this. Saber is their transcended form. Yeah, she has wings, and she's just again a sword maiden. I can see maybe Lut's hand holding two hands are holding the sword together. Briar and Lut did the impossible. Not only did they keep their sanity once they transcended, but they also absorbed the raw power of that Hannah had stolen from the relic. If only it could have been enough to thwart Lord Dougal's plans, but we need to keep our heads cool and our faith strong, especially now that our world is closer than ever to annihilation. The Keepers have entrusted these brave women with the very last spark of our hope. The same spark that caused the cataclysm in Eldian is now keeping the veil from being shattered. Even under my current circumstances, there must be a way for me to help them. I pray for the torchbearer, help them find it. Lord Dougal, Grandmaster of the Order, Lord Dougal, treacherous snake, madman, ruthless butcher. The judge does not provide me with words. I need to condemn the foul deeds of the Grandmaster of the Order of the Ashen Blades. My cover is blown, and my life is likely forfeit. I no longer fear reporting the truth in my diary. I have always known there was something deeply wrong with Lord Dougal. The Triarchy would have not had me wear the mask of an observer otherwise, but I couldn't have imagined to what lengths he could push his ambition. The Soulstice of Souls. After witnessing the cataclysm in Eldian, I dread to think of all the lives that he sacrificed in Duran and Drime as well. To what end? Does Dougal really think he can bend the very end of the world to his will? Cordelia, the Reaper. This is what they send to destroy transcended Ashen Knights, I take it. She is very agile, I'll give her that much. Cordelia. Reapers are an elite corps of the Chimeras, whose sole duty is to hunt and kill their fellow comrades when they have become unstable. The Reaper respond to the Grand Master himself, who gives them orders at his sole discretion. As the consequence, they are shrouded in mystery and no one speaks fondly of them. that said Cordelia's reputation is especially grim, and her name is known to few even within the inner circle of Lord Dougal. I, for one, was not aware of her involvement in Donovan's demise. This has become a heavy burden on my soul. Had I known that Donovan would be forced to fight her, I would have took him out of it. But knowing Donovan, I assumed I was just fooling myself. Cordelia is now eager to hunt down Briar and Lute, but Dougal urged her to be cautious. I can only hope that her vicious nature finally takes hold and that her pride is reaped by the blade of her own scythe. That's it. We read all the characters officially. I've been Charo. Hannah pushed her crazed blasphemy to the limit. She had Donovan swallow the relic to absorb its power. I do not know what happened next, as the blast caused me to pass out. When I came to, I was lying in Eldinmere Bridge, rescued by Bran and Lute. I only know that they had to transcend again, and that power of the relic now resides in them. I wanted to ask so many questions about the final battle against Hannah and what remained of her father, but time was of essence, and I urged the sisters on their way. Dougal and Cordelia showed up shortly after. If I close my eyes now, I can recall flashes of hulking creature. It looked like Donovan, but it was massive, horrid giant among the ruins of the cathedral, and there was something odd, something twisted with its face. It was that of Hannah. Was it even possible? Yes, Hannah took over her own father's corpse. Nemesis already read about her. Donovan and his shade. Donovan the Shadeless. We're done. We're literally done. Game over. Literally game over. Quit. Literally, this is game over. I'm not even sugarcoating it anymore. This is game over. Go to ending. This time, not to be continued. This time it is the end. Oh boy, do I like so much when I am right. And here retake will edit it to final part. So my final thoughts about the game. Story-wise, very predictable. Very, very, very predictable. For characters-wise, likable, not half bad. Could have been better, but whatever. The unity between both Briar and Lute, multiple times I already said it and I will say it again, is deeper than Eight of Sisters. They literally sound more like a couple or like lovers than sisters. They are extremely faithful to each other. It's not even a joke. I would even dare to say it sounds even more like when they are talking about each other, it sounds like they are engaged. But what do I know, honestly, since they both are sharing the same body, as is. Dougal's corruption is trivial, obvious. Why else would they have sent you both to a world that was irredeemable as is from the start? What is there else to say? Combat-wise, at first it was fun. It was enjoyable. At first. And then when they overdid it, especially with the non-stop usage for mid-bosses, they broke it completely. They broke me and broke my love for the combat completely. When they decided to let the player use Rampage mode non-stop, that was a nice touch, but not to the point where they actually forced your hand, whether you like it or not, to continuously keep using the Rage mode as your only way to stay alive throughout that madness. What else is there to say? Story-wise, it's very much predictable. But it was nice when the mystery was still going on. Characters-wise, characters are not half bad. Characters are likable, not that bad. Music, it's nice. That's all I can say about it. Predictable story, nice characters, um, predictable plot twist, predictable final enemy showdown. Um, as for Leighton, having not sure exactly of double sided ally and enemy, that wasn't that bad also, but also again predictable. Combat wise, extremely repetitive, and the repetitive usage for the crystal puzzles was very much damning and annoying, very much annoying. The elevator level wasn't needed altogether at all. The way they forced you to fight with the transcendent chimeras was also forceful. The memory scenes were nice, explaining everything in them. Um, Overall, I'm not going to change my mind at all. This game gets 6 out of 10. It gets a 6 out of 10. Worthy to be played only once. Not replayable. I don't care even if I unlocked New Game Plus. Not replayable at all. Combat becomes too much of a burden on the later levels. Your choice of weapons is good, but frankly, the ones that you will rely on the most is the one that will fill for you the unity the fastest. That makes you very picky with your usage of your weapons. What else is there to say? Range weapons you have only one true range weapon. Crowd control, not half bad. The repeated usage for the possessed and for the raids and the non-stop usage for the mid bosses is very annoying. Crystal puzzles with the number of the bombs, crystal bombs, and the ethereal bombs is too much, way too much. Secrets to be found are too much, too many. The way they extended the storyline forcefully through the journey through the veil between the physical world and the ethereal world was not needed at all. That entire section was a waste of time completely. The fact that they didn't allow you to play as the transcended what was her name again? Saber. Made it drop from 7 out of 10 to 6 out of 10. You can't just, in the very last moment, introduce a new complete character with extreme power and not allow the player to use her. No, you just can't. Also, the fact they killed Corvo, the crow, and forced us to meet up with Cordelia and Dougal at the very end was not needed. The fact also that they opened 2 tiers in the last 2 holy cities is just set up for the sequel. So overall, 6 out of 10. Worth playing only once and never again. Do I recommend it? For the experience for the first time, yes, I do. Once you finish the game once, if you can finish it in very quickly, I'd advise you very much to archive it or to just get rid of it. The game pushes itself too hard to do too many things. The game has identity crisis. It wants you to be the savior, the messiah of the world, and at the same time, it wants to give you family issues and finding one's resolve, and the infamous sitting in the darkness and alone and getting your other half to save you scene from the films and whatnot. Oh boy, the amount of trends and cliches is unreal. Anything else I wish to comment about? If I would be able to enhance the game, I would remove completely the levels that rely completely on the crystal puzzles altogether. I would remove the elevator chapter. I would remove the journey through the veil chapter, all of it. And other than that, I would make the game have a little bit more combos, because your only combos easy to learn, hard to master, but annoying to repeat non-stop. Also, the cost for everything is lunatic completely. The cost of all the skills is completely crazy. I know they are trying to make you choose a style to roleplay, but this is not how you do it. This is not how you do it at all. Had I not cheated the game with my cheat engine offline, and had I not given myself infinite money and infinite resources, I know for a fact I didn't unlock all the secrets at all in the game, by the way. I wouldn't have been able to defeat Hannah as the final boss at all. I would have never been able to defeat her. Because, simply put, when you play this game for the first time, play it on human. Not even on initiate. Play it on human, or you will game over as many times as it takes for you to finish the game. Do not play it on harder difficulties. Play it on human. I finished it on initiate, and I hate myself for not playing it on human. Initiate itself is too hard, as is. With that being said, yes, I think this would be it for today's session. Almost 2 hours, as is. I'd like to pray peace be upon all of my subscribers and commentators, followers, fans, and friends, everyone from the Beasts of the Ultimate Empire, and everyone from the Discord server, free YouTube friends by name. Peace be upon Thunderstruck Gaming, BH09 Gaming, Maxlows, Marcus, Lettercast31, Mark IC2211, Rogies, and Carudan, who joined us for some time through the live chat, but then went away. Trifield, ZPTV123, Matthew 1121, Sagata285, Arford, Musclepan Gaming, Topic Cypress, Sparrowfan28, Abdullah Side, and 7_we. This has been with you, your host, Invisible from Invisible's Gaming channel, Stacking at Your Hearts, that side of the moon, and this has been with you the last part of Soulstice, the project Let's Play Soulstice for the PC. Next time, whenever that will be, and whatever new project we will start, I'm not really sure even what to do now. I just go to the waiting list and check it for what to do next. Make sure to stay careful, stay healthy, and stay safe. We are living in a merciless, unforgivable, unforgiving, crazy hell. Anything can happen. So make sure you keep your friends and family close to you. Keep your enemies even closer. You don't know when you'll need help or what will come from. Make sure to give credit and gratitude where they're due. It's much easier and simpler to thank others for their favors for you than it is put flowers on the graves of the dead. Till next time, whenever that will be, and with whatever new project will be, Invisible with you, sign out. Peace be upon you all, and take care. Stop the stream, I need some serious hydration. This game gets a 6 out of 10. Recommended? Yes. Replayable? No. Play it only once on your own discretion and then leave it. Would I play other sequels? It would get possible. Quite possible if I can't cheat them. That's what happens. Take care.